You can conquer the entire world and still feel like you've lost yourself. Zen proverb. Centuries ago, in a land where the wind whispered between the mountains, lived a young man named Jiro. He watched his master die, betrayed by those within their own clan. From that day forward, his eyes held the fury of someone who lives only for revenge. He became a ronin, a samurai with no lord, no home, only a mission: to spill the blood off those who destroyed what he loved most. Years passed, marked by swords, scars, and silence, until finally, he found them. Jiro faced them with the coldness of a ghost. Each strike was precise. Each enemy fell quickly. And when the last one dropped, nothing, he stood there, surrounded by corpses and memories, waiting to feel something, but all he felt was emptiness. With no answers, his feet carried him back to the temple where he had grown up. He thought maybe, just maybe, he would find peace there, but what awaited him was not comfort. It was a mirror. The old monk said nothing. He simply walked over and handed Jiro a small wooden bowl. It was cracked, aged. Jiro recognized it. It had been his when he was just a child. The monk smiled gently and said, "It held water, even when it was broken. Now that it's whole again, it serves nothing." Jiro didn't understand, but the words cut deeper than any blade. He looked at the bowl, and for the first time in years, felt something he couldn't name. In the stillness of the temple, Jiro faced his past. His anger had given him purpose, but taken away everything that made him human. The bowl's crack was what once made it useful, just like his pain was what kept him alive. And the days that followed, he stayed at the temple, not as a warrior, but as a learner. Then, one day, a young man arrived, his eyes burned with the same rage Jiro once carried, and Jiro understood. He offered him the same wooden bowl. "It still serves," he said, "and so do you." And in that moment, he was no longer alone. It is through the crack that the light enters. Japanese proverb: some emptiness can't be filled by achievements. You reach the top and realize the silence up there is deafening. Jiro spent his life trying to fix his pain with victories, but in the end, it was when he accepted his crack, when he stopped pretending to be whole, that he finally found meaning. And maybe you're doing the same, trying to patch yourself up just to appear strong. Convince the world, or maybe yourself, that you're okay. But what if that very crack is what allows you to feel? Some cracks aren't flaws, they're stories. Proof that you've lived, that you've felt. They're not weaknesses. They're the openings through which empathy passes. And speaking of that, if this story touched something in you, if you carry a hidden fracture no one sees, you are not alone. Subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and share this with someone who might look whole on the outside, but could be breaking inside. I end the pinned comment. You'll find a free mini ebook with ancient practices of silence and clarity, designed for moments like these. We're taught to hide what makes us human. Treat pain as shame. Heal quickly and quietly. But maybe, just maybe, what makes you feel broken is exactly what makes you able to connect. Think about it. How many times have you tried to fix yourself just to be accepted? And how many connections did you miss because of it? Jiro didn't become a master by healing. He became a bridge when he stopped running. He saw himself in another and stayed. You can be that bridge. 2. You can take what broke you and turn it into understanding. Next time someone comes to you, carrying that same old fire in their eyes, instead of judging, offer them your bowl and say, "I was broken too, but I still serve." Healing doesn't begin when the pain ends. It begins when you stop hiding it. You don't have to be ready. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be here, present, honest, and willing to use what you've lived, even if, especially if, you're still cracked.